Welcome to episode 82 of It's No Secret Podcast Live. We are your hosts, Shari, Bianca Rose, and Teresa. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
Not me praying during the video that Shari is still here when we got live.
I was like, I had so high hopes for this one.
Yes.
I'm on the computer today, guys. I'm on the computer today.
Yeah.
We're finding what works.
Exactly.
Yes.
But it is another Wednesday.
It's another Wednesday.
You guys are ridiculous.
And you love every fucking second of it. But it is another Therapy Wednesday with us over here on It's No Secret Podcast. Shout out to everyone who's already watching us live, whether it is on our YouTube, our Instagram, or our Facebook. We appreciate y'all. Fuzzy Bunny's already in the chat. Yo, it would not be another episode without Fuzzy Bunny's yo. Like, and then there's Gabe. Let's go, ladies. I feel like I could hear him like hyping us up right now. But yeah, I feel like Fuzzy Bunny's yo is like a part of the intro now.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for being here.
make sure you show up every single week, Fuzzy Bunny. But if any of you guys have ever watched a previous episode of ours, you guys know that we always start with our highs and lows. We're going to start with our lows of the week first so that we can end on a high note. And Shari is going to actually get to go first this time since she's still here.
She decided to stick around.
Exactly. So, Shar, what was your low for this Wednesday to Wednesday week?
You know, I am just in God's favorite spot right now, and I did not have one.
Interesting. Okay.
I love
Yeah.
it when we're God's favorite.
Good for you.
Yes. I have been focused, laser focused. And yeah, everything has been working out.
That's good.
I love that for you.
I feel like
Yeah.
that was a high.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like we're going to get to that.
Yes. We shall. All right, God's favorite. We'll move on to Bianca then. B, what was your low of the week?
While I share my lows, if you're listening in the chat, then you can go ahead and share your highs and lows as well. I am not God's favorite this week, unlike Shari's. My low this week is that my energy has been feeling very down and very actual low.
Aw.
I don't know why. I had a very good weekend. We'll talk about the high, but last couple of days, I think I overdid myself. I got overstimulated, overwhelmed over everything. So I am putting on a brave face for everyone today right now.
Aw.
Because
You don't
the
have to
energy is not there for me.
It's no secret. You don't have to put on
It's no secret. If I can try to like not cry on camera, I'm very much doing that right now. But it's been a tough couple of days I don't know why. I really don't.
It's
But
just
is
it's just how
Mercury
you're
retrograde?
Mercury's in Gatorade again?
Gatorade, is it in the microwave? It's not like a period because I don't have that. Hi, God's somewhat of a favorite.
God.
But yeah,
Well,
definitely
it could be that just without the period. And
It
I think
could.
sometimes that makes it worse when your body doesn't get the chance to release itself. Sometimes I think that makes it worse.
So you're saying it's time for like a scheduled breakdown.
Yeah. Let it out. Fuck it. Have yourself a good cry.
Yeah.
Those always
You know,
make
they
me
say-
feel better.
Who cry more live longer. How about
Yeah.
that?
Really? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah, I was a baby my whole life. So it's like I'm here for it.
Aw.
I love that.
Yeah. We do got a low by Fuzzy Bunny. He said, my low is that I injured myself in a preventable way. I bought gloves afterward. I'm gonna need some more context behind that. Because what you mean? What'd you do? Oh, and Gabe's giving you some encouragement. He said it will get better, B. Hang in there.
Thanks, Gabe. Appreciate that.
Aw.
But T, what was your low for the week?
My low for the week, I thought I was going to be one of God's favorite again, but today, I told you guys, I think about 2 episodes ago, that one of my favorite colleagues that I work with had put in her resignation. Today was her last day. And so
Aw.
it was a very emotional day. I stopped myself from crying at work on numerous occasions today. And now that She's actually gone. I can say her name. Martha, if you're watching or if you watch this at any point, I hate you for leaving me.
You fucking traitor. I wish you well
You
on your
traitor.
endeavors.
Exactly. So, there's that. But yeah, it was rough. And, she was making her speeches. Her and I are both from California that moved here. So we kind of bonded off of that from the get-go. And she reminds me personality-wise a lot of my sister. And so like having her around at work was just really nice. But now I have to figure out how to live without her there.
Oh,
God damn you, Martha. God damn you, Martha. I'm going to make a clip of this and show it to her. And tell her the world knows you left me now. I'm just kidding. But let's go ahead and move on to our highs before I extend my life by crying some more. Shari, what was your high for the week since you were God's favorite?
My high for the week is I had my official walkthrough to get licensed, and I am officially licensed. Yes. So I am super excited. I'm just focused.
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
businesswoman.
Officially licensed, and then that was Monday. Yeah, Monday I had my visit, and then Tuesday I had 2 walkthroughs already. So I gave 2 tours on Tuesday, and now I'm just waiting to hear back. So
That's so
That
exciting.
is really exciting. Really, really exciting.
How were you during the tours? Because,
a nervous wreck.
I was
What
going to
representative
say.
showed up? What did she look like?
Yeah.
A total nervous, and then like so it was like one family, so mother, father, and child. But it was like really nice because like at one point like I was like in close proximity with mom, and she was holding the baby, and like he like reached for me, and I was like, oh, okay. So like I grabbed him. Yeah, so like we were
Good job, baby.
Yeah, and when we were leaving, like I was talking to him, like saying bye, and he just started smiling all big. So I was like, oh, yay. And then the second tour was a little more nerve-wracking because it was mom, 2 kids, dad, and the grandma.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a little like nervous. She's like, I just want to, see where my grandkids can potentially be. She was asking me a bunch of questions, and I was like, okay. So if you know me, I'm not that person. So I was like, I don't even know how I got into this business, but
Because you love them babies. That's why.
yeah. So I'll get more comfortable as I like really know how everything is flowing and going, and I can really give people more of a detailed like response to questions. But yeah, so that was like a little nervous, but other than that, like I honestly I couldn't be happier right now.
Yay! That's so
Got me
exciting.
tearing up over your success.
I swear we're just all gonna cry today. We're gonna extend our lives by crying. It's all good. Everybody just cry with us. It's fine.
Please, it's Therapy Wednesday.
Exactly.
This is free, by the way.
Exactly. It's a lot cheaper than your therapist, let me tell you.
Right. B, what was your high? Share, please.
My high was that I had an amazing weekend. I actually I went bowling with friends, and they brought their kids along. T wasn't able to go, but it was going to be like a whole family event.
I'm sorry, B. I'm gonna
Knowing
make
that
it
I
up to you, I
don't,
promise.
I'm not one for kids, but I've been coming around the kids, trying to like, I'm cool, trying to get cool with the kids.
It's because she wants a baby.
No, it's because I'm trying to break Teresa's daughter into liking me. I'm so
She
close.
already likes you.
She does. She says hi to me, and I feel like we can be a lot closer.
I think you and her would actually really get along because you both have like a sarcastic sense of humor.
And I love that. And I feel that. So I'm just trying to break that barrier. One thing about me is that I love an introvert. I will have an introvert army that nobody will ever see because they'll be introverted. But yeah, so we went bowling with my friend, her spouse, and their kids on Saturday. And then boyfriend and I, we went to plant bingo. So we won some plants.
Nice.
So we didn't spend money on the plants. So that
Shari has
technically girl
questions.
math.
I have
doesn't count.
questions because this is
What?
a thing.
It is a thing.
My coworkers were talking about plant bingo today.
That's crazy
At
because
work.
somebody random on Facebook is one who tagged me in on it, and I just signed up and went.
Okay, so
So
what exactly is plant bingo?
it's like loteria, and it's hosted by like a local nursery, like a local garden nursery, and they basically you play for plants or plant things. It could be accessories, plant food, items, whatever. So you just play rounds of loteria or bingo or whatever. So yeah.
So those are the plants you won that I was giving you shit about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were one. Granted, we did have to pay to play, but as you would at any bingo.
Right. Girl math.
Just girl math.
That's awesome. I'm glad
But
you
yeah,
had
it
a
was
good
fun.
weekend.
So it was a fun-filled weekend, which is why I think I overdid it because I was having so much fun. I said, let's keep the party going, not knowing that I was overstimulating myself at the same time. So, but it was fun because I walked away with 2 plants, and now you can't tell which ones are new in my collection.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my high for the week. What about you, T?
Me, I actually had 2 highs this week, or have 2 highs this week. The first one is that my nephew had his first baby that was born into the family on Monday.
Aww.
So my sister is a grandma now.
Aww.
Yeah, and she was like, I can't believe I'm a fucking grandma. Yeah. And if you know my sister, she said it in those words exactly.
Yes.
But yes, so there's a new addition to the family. I am now the great aunt of 8 children.
Holy
So
shit.
I know. So the family is growing exponentially. And it's just wild because, you know, I used to wipe my nephew's ass and now he's wiping asses too. So full circle. But my other high is that I'm actually going to be taking a trip to Cali next week. I know she's really excited because I'm going to finally get to see her again. I will say this, and I'm saying this on air here. Make sure if you guys don't follow us on our Instagram account, which is at It's No Secret Podcast, make sure you guys go and follow us there because the day that I leave, I will be racing the clock to try to make it to the next episode. So I'll give you guys updates on our story as we go along. Just hope and pray for me, guys, that there's no delays, or else I probably won't make it. But, you know, even if I don't, you've got these lovely ladies that are going to handle business. But I'll keep you guys updated through our IG stories. And we're traveling as a family, so it should be interesting. Yeah.
So speaking of vacations,
yes, best segue ever. Like speaking of vacays, that's what today's show is going to be about. We're going to talk to you guys about vacation planning. Hopefully, some of the things that you guys tell us in the chat will help me better prepare for this trip I'm about to take next week. Give me some do's and don'ts. Give me some pointers. We will be chit-chatting here, but make sure that you guys participate in everything that we got going on. I do want to catch us up really quick because we did get a hi from Becky in the chat. Hi, Mom. She said, I'm here at the beach.
She's been working on the coast and she's been taking advantage of it. So good for her.
Beach. I want to be on a beach.
Oh, and we also have Dana on Facebook. Hi, sorry I'm late. She's been tuning in for the past few weeks. So thank you, Dana.
Thank you. And she's been bringing us some really great comments in every episode. So thank you for showing up again, Dana. We highly appreciate you. But yeah, let's get into it. So vacation planning. First of all, are you guys planners? I know we talked about type A and type B personalities last week. If you missed that episode, go watch it on YouTube. It's still there. But yes, what kind of vacationer are you guys? So like, let's start with something simple. When do you start planning the vacation?
As soon as I want to have a vacation.
Okay. Sure.
Depends on the vacation. Like, if I know, so like now I'm already planning for our vacation in June of next year, just simply because there is a lot that's going to go into that. We're turning the baseball tournament trip into a family vacation, either pre or post the tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm already planning for that now, and we're a year out. So stuff like that like I know is coming, but
Yeah.
normally again it comes like, oh, okay, well, we have the time. Let's kind of
You're trying to
plan.
get the most bang for your buck.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it just depends.
Yeah, I too agree with like pretty much what Bianca said. Like once I decide that I want to take a trip, but like for real, not just like a, oh my God, I really want to go there someday. Right.
Yeah.
No, when I'm like, all right, guys, it's time. We're gonna go here. That's when the planning begins. Doesn't necessarily mean that's when I'm booking everything, right? But
Mhm.
that's
Planning.
when I start to plan, right? That's when I start to plan because I feel like and ladies and anyone watching, let us know how you guys feel. But I feel like part of the planning process is figuring out like what's my budget, how much am I actually going to spend on this trip, and that part. How do you guys
Right.
feel about the booking part of all of this?
So I girl math my way into traveling. So if I say like when I start planning the trip, as soon as I say, for example, I'm gonna go to Scotland next June. Now that's the timeline. Now it's set. Now I'm gonna girl math my way into making this trip free. Because if I start buying my ticket next month, this ticket is not gonna cost anything 9 months from now. So I'm gonna start paying my way now, so that way those costs don't, come up so close to the trip that it's gonna be like, "Oh, it's already paid for. It's out of sight, out of mind.
I have to go now. It's already
I
paid
have to
for.
go. It's already
Yeah.
paid for. It's a paid for vacation by the time, you're already trying to figure out what to wear."
Yep.
So I'm gonna girl math my way into every single travel plan that I make.
I actually really like that, B. It's like if I buy the ticket way in advance, then I
I
have no choice to be ready.
I I love traveling. It's one of my hobbies, and one thing that I like to do is I like to breadcrumb my way into the destination.
Mm,
So that is my travel hack. So
that's a good one.
so basically what I like to do is if you want to like there's your checklist, right? I think we've talked
Mhm.
about like different checklists on one episode where you for sure gotta buy flights, hotels, and then any excursions depending where you go. If I buy the flights 1 month and then I'll book the reservation of the hotel another month, I like to spread that out so that way it spreads out the cost, and it also gives me like a new goal date to look forward to. Like, okay, next month I'm going to do this, and then next month I'm going to do this. So I like to breadcrumb my way into that destination to where the time I'm like Hansel and Gretel, I'm like, and we're here, baby.
No, come on. Taking notes. That's actually a really great idea. I've unfortunately never done it that way
I
because
never plan things at the last minute. I hate it. It
well,
stresses me out.
I was just gonna say, are you the type of person that like it stresses you out to do things at the last minute?
Very much.
What about you, Shari?
See, I'm normally a planner, but I feel like for vacations, I kind of not. I have to kind of spontaneously do them a little bit
Mm,
versus like really planning them out. Like it'll be a thought in my head, like, oh, it'd be nice to do that, but then it's like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna make it work and we're gonna go. But like at this point, we're talking max 2 months out, maybe a month out. Like, so it's always like, okay, now it's go time. And I gotta figure it
mhm.
out. We book this and buy that and do this and do that. And we all need shit. But it's like I feel like for me, it's harder to commit to those plans because I'm like, shit, in a year, I don't know where the hell we're gonna be, what's gonna be
Yeah.
going on with the kids, how I'm gonna make that work. Like, that's a lot harder for me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see why that would be harder for you too with like all the activities that your kids are involved
Yeah.
in. Yeah. So I get that. I will say that like I'm a planner to a certain extent. Like I will plan though when the where, like where we're gonna stay, where we're gonna go, when we're gonna do that. Sometimes I plan a little bit of the what we're gonna do while we're there, depending on where we're going. But if I'm going on a vacation to like relax, for example, like I'm going to go lay on a beach somewhere, I don't plan shit for those vacations aside from the when and where. I would rather go be there and then vaya con Dios. Like whatever happens, happens. Like if I'm sitting there and I see something about an excursion and I feel like doing it, then fuck it, let's go do it. You know what I mean? But like if I see the excursion and I don't want to, I can be like, you know what? No, I want to just continue to drink and rot in this pool. Like, you know, I want to have the flexibility to where I'm not like restricting myself to like a schedule
Mm.
while I'm on a relaxing vacation.
Yeah, I used to be that way. I used to like make plans and do this and like
Mm.
we're gonna like if I'm going somewhere and like there's been something like I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, I want to go do that, or oh, I want to go eat here, or things like that. Like I'll try to like plan it, but
Mhm.
then I'm the type of person that gets there and is like, nah, I don't feel like moving today. Yeah. So it's
Right.
like, hey, we're not gonna do that. That's canceled. Or I'm definitely one of those type of people.
That kind of brings me to my next question. Traveling with friends. Okay. Have you guys traveled with a friend that was like the opposite of you in those situations? Like I said, if I'm going on a relaxing vacation, I want to just chill, but then maybe somebody coming with us is like, "No, but I planned this out for us. We're going to do A, and then from A, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and then we're going to go do B, and then we're going to go do C, and then we might have time for this, but then we got to be at dinner at this time." Like, have you had those?
Yes and no.
Okay, elaborate.
Because I can only the friends that I usually travel with, we're on the same page of like we have like our itinerary where we buy the things in advance. My only experience of the people who didn't really give a fuck of whatever happens happens is the bachelorette trip that I took with the girls, that I'm like, y'all done piss me off because now y'all just don't give a shit and y'all are wasting my time and my money
Yeah.
because now we're late to everything.
Mhm.
Like some things are time sensitive. So
Yes,
there
especially if
is
you're
there
paying for
is, you
them.
know, having that chill, go with the flow, and then there's just really not giving a fuck and being inconsiderate.
Mhm,
But
mhm.
my thing too is when is it okay to start breaking away from that group? Because or how big of a group is too big?
Ooh. I'll be honest with you, I think, like, 5 people max for me, and that's yeah, 5 people max, and it depends on who those 5 people are.
Sorry, you
Uh,
disagree?
Yeah, I mean, we all know there's no secret that I don't like people. So if it's not like my family and like my
Right.
children and my mom, like, because it's a lot of us. If it's not that, like, realistically, if I'm just doing like a girls trip, like 3 max.
Mhm.
And
Especially
like,
relaxing.
yeah, like I want to try and do a really big girls trip, but I do want to do it to where it's like we have those small things planned, but like people venture off and kind of do their own thing too. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
put together a big trip with a lot of girls. My little village that I've been building the last few
Mhm.
months. But yeah, so I'm like, because I feel like if we're gonna go, I really want to go to Bali. I want to do a girl trip to Bali, so I'm planning that. But I feel
She's
like if we're
already
gonna go
threatened
that
me.
far, yes, I'm threatened her. I feel like if we're gonna go that far, we're gonna do it because we're probably never gonna go back.
Right.
So some shit has to get done. So like, yes, plan those things, but then also like, be able to chill out.
But it's a good point, like, when you were talking about, like, separating from the people that you're with. Like, to me, that's okay. Like, and I wanna be with a group of people that also feel like
It's
that's
okay.
Mhm.
okay. Like, we don't all have to be together all the time. And
Right.
when you're in a confined space with a lot of women, no offense, women, with a lot of women for an extended period of time, sometimes things can get a little hectic. And I feel like the length of the trip also plays a big
Oh,
factor
yeah.
in traveling with friends. Because, like, have you guys ever come home from a vacation and been like, ooh, I like you a little bit less now?
Girl, I unfriended all the girls from the bachelorette trip. They don't piss me off.
Damn.
Uh, I do want to highlight what Fuzzy Bunny said because he actually made a really good point or a really good suggestion because he
Mhm.
said, I got to say, each day is mostly one main event and one main meal or restaurant. There are additional, if we get to it, stuff on the radar, but not stressing about hour by hour. So
Yes.
apart from like, you can break off from the group, but you can always suggest like, hey, at least let's have a group dinner. Let's have like one nice dinner together, and then y'all can all just do y'all's own trip.
Mhm. Yeah. No, that's actually not a bad suggestion. That's kind of like a happy medium for the planners versus the non-planners.
Yeah.
So if you are taking a trip with your friends and you got a mix of the group, please take Fuzzy Bunny's advice on that last one. Gabe on our YouTube also said, yes, not fun, but the fake sick to do what I wanted to do was well worth it. Just saying. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. The only thing is I have friends that are very sensitive sometimes. So it's like, I know, like, if I was to take a trip with you in particular and I wanted to separate, when we come back together, I don't want to hear, like, oh, look who's back. Or, like,
some people on that card with me.
yeah, like the little snide comments do
Yeah.
not go well with me. And so I would be like, oh, okay, I'm
'Cause
going to
now
go
you-
separate again.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to be looking for me the rest of this trip now because I'm just going to be petty like that now.
Yeah.
And I like Dana's comment earlier too. She was like, I'd be like, you're not the boss of me.
I know that's right.
Yeah. And so, like, I think understanding what friends you're actually taking those trips with is super important
Yeah.
because you just never know.
That's just something you have to take into consideration is the people that you travel with and the type of travelers that they are. Some people prefer the relaxation and not doing anything, and some people are adventurers. They want to go out and do everything and anything and everything. You know, to Shari's point, if you go all the way to Bali, you want to make use of that time. You're not probably ever going to go back, so you want to make use of that time.
No.
You might want to get up at the ass crack of dawn and try to get as much as you can in. That's just something to consider. But something else to consider is, you know, going back on budget especially when you're traveling with a group, you know, there is your budget, but how do you plan when you're trying to consider other people's budget too? Let's talk about that.
I feel like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, because you're going to forget.
Probably. I literally just thought about that conversation.
I'm like, no, because you're going to forget.
I already forgot. No, I was gonna say I think that like when it comes to like budget and like considering other people's budgets, I think those are conversations you have prior to going on a trip. And it's like, okay, like these are things that we want to do. What one do you want to do and what can you afford to do? And like I think people have open communication about those sorts of things because it may even be something like I'm not going to waste my money on something that I don't really care to do. So, you know, okay, I'm gonna sit that one out, but then I'll have, you know, that money to go do something else that maybe we all want to do collectively. So I think it's just like having those conversations, the planning portion, so that, you know, you can be considerate of everyone's situation. And then you don't feel like, oh, they just didn't come because they didn't want to be around us or they didn't. It's like, no, maybe not everybody is in the same financial situation as you.
Yes, that's why the planning, the way that Fuzzy Bunny mentioned, I think is good because you can do like a meal together. And let's say you have a higher budget than someone else or vice versa. That can be determining what you do when you separate, right? Or when you go do your own thing. So yeah, that's great advice. Can I please read Victoria's comment from our Facebook?
Please do.
Okay. She said, LOL, yes, go to therapy first before you go on this trip because I'm not going to address your codependency while I'm in the pool. Exactly.
I don't know. Give me a couple drinks. I might want to hear about this.
No, I'm with Victoria. Thank you. Yes, please go to therapy first because that codependency shit is not going to fly with me. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Yeah.
Dana on Facebook said, "Well, I've never gone on a trip with friends, but now after hearing the different scenarios, I don't think I will."
Oh,
Let
don't let us
me
discourage you.
Yeah, don't let me discourage you, because let me tell you, Dana, I have traveled with, all of my best experiences have been with my friends. And we have had that good communication and understanding where we do like to travel and be cultural. We have, somewhat of the same expectations. And we also have that same understanding where, at one trip, we were trying to hike up a mountain, and my fat ass was not going to finish that mountain because that tour guide kept lying to us and saying this waterfall is just right up this hill. And I said, you keep saying that the last 2 miles.
I mean, the
And I
hill
said,
is
I'm
large.
not gonna be lied to again. I said, y'all leave my ass right here and y'all just come get me. And I said, I'm not gonna be mad. And so they
Yeah,
really did.
I'll
They
wait.
left me because I was okay with that.
Oh,
I said, I'm gonna
wow.
enjoy this nice view. I made it high enough, and this is fine. So long as you have that understanding with your friends, it's gonna be a great trip.
Yeah. And if you go with the right people,
Yeah.
I mean, our trip to DR, I had the most amazing time with this girl. Like, we had the time of our fucking lives while we were out there. Like,
Fucking lives.
I don't know if a trip will top that one. Like, we just had a really good time. And so don't let us discourage you because we've been tainted as well. But don't let my
Know who you're
PTSD
going with.
Yeah.
Know who you're going with.
know who you're going with.
You kind of know, like, based on certain people, like, if you really know them personalities already, you're kind of already, like, anticipating the bullshit to show up at some point. So it's kind of like, okay, when is it going to rear its ugly head? Cool, you're doing it now. I'm going to go over here. Like,
Right.
Dana already responded. She said, nah, I'm good. I'm old. I don't need to experience going on trips with friends anymore. I feel
You
you,
know
girl.
what,
I feel
Dana?
you.
Then there's always solo trips, because this episode is still for you, because there is still travel planning for solos.
Well, I know Bianca's done solo trips, right, B?
I've not done a solo trip.
Really? I thought you did. Okay, maybe I made that up in my head.
she seems like the type.
Thank
She
you.
does seem like the type that would do a
Thank
solo
you,
trip.
thank you.
Yeah. I've never done a solo trip.
No, a lot of the traveling I've done with my friends.
Okay. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be frank with you. I don't know if I could. No, I could do a solo trip. I was gonna say I don't know if I could do a solo trip. I could absolutely do a solo trip. If I
I would
was on
love to
like
do
a
a solo
resort
trip.
or something by myself, that'd be great.
That's your version of a solo trip?
Yeah,
A resort?
a resort.
See,
Because
I was
for me,
thinking like backpacking across Europe kind
oh
of solo
no,
trip. See,
hell
different
no.
ideas.
My
Here we
type of
go.
That ain't my type of trip. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
See,
it's a great experience, and I commend the people that do enjoy doing stuff like that. But like for me, a vacation is a vacation. Like I am a mom, I am a wife, I am go, go, go 24/7. And so like when I leave my home, I want to just relax. Like that is a vacation to me. And like Dana said, I'm old. Like I just want to chill. Like I just want to chill.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Because
If
like, to the point of our DR trip, I couldn't do that shit again. I'm old.
everything we did in DR? No, absolutely not. Mm-mm. Fuck no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a time to be had during its time.
Yes.
But I'm past that now.
And it was honestly like the perfect time at that time. Yeah, it was like the right timing for that trip. But again, don't let us deter you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Shari, would you do a solo trip?
Maybe. Yeah. But again, I think it'd have to be something like that, like a resort. Like I wouldn't go off by myself into the big world that we live in, the scary world that we live in, I should say.
Yeah.
All alone. I feel like it's already hard enough when you go with a group of people because you still can come up missing and no one knows what the fuck happens. So
Right.
I wouldn't want to like go off by myself, but I don't know. I think it would have to be, it would have to be something like very therapeutic for me to go off by myself
Yeah.
and do something.
Like I
Not
want to
to-
go to like a retreat type shit. Like let me
Yeah,
go
I
find
mean,
myself.
the guilt I would have.
Yeah.
if I did. Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What about comparing like a group trip or a friend's trip to a couple's trip? What do you guys think is actually easier to plan?
When you say like couples trip, do you mean like you and your spouse couples trip, or like couples like you and a couple pairs?
Just you and your spouse or your partner.
I think it's easier maybe for you and your partner.
Probably because one is always going to be the planner.
That's true.
Very-
That's a fact.
Like, it's
Hi,
probably
planner. No,
probably not.
yeah. Oh, honey's in the chat. He'll tell you. Hi, planner. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that trip would be a lot easier.
I agree. And mainly because, like, especially if y'all live together already, you're already in close quarters with each other all the time. If anything, you're just giving yourself a different environment to like
Mm.
be in.
Now, it would have some, there are some cons to it.
Mhm.
Like it's gonna be double the cost. Like instead of a girls trip, you're not paying just for yourself. Now you have to double the cost of flight, and you're not sharing the room with your girls and splitting that cost. You're paying for the whole room for you and your
Yes.
spouse.
Mhm.
So it's, what you would split with friends, you're gonna pay full price for yourself, if not double with your spouse. And then also, if you are one to have kids or pets, you're both going to be gone. So you both have to consider there is that sitting or
Mhm.
house fee, just that take into consideration.
Yes. And I'm glad you pointed that out because there is a lot that goes into the planning aspect of a couple's trip. Like you said, if we have kids, who's going to watch the kids? Because we're both gone,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you have dogs, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Or do you take the kids with you?
well, we'll talk about traveling with kids in a second because I got feelings about that sometimes. But yeah, real quick, I just want to say that my husband has validated me. He said that yes, it's true that I am the planner. Thank you very much. And then Victoria said, I have not yet been in a relationship where a couple's trip would be a relaxing experience. Maybe one day. Oh, come here, Vicky. Come here.
Come here.
Come here, baby. Yeah. But yes, I think from the trip perspective, like once you're there, I think a couple's trip is like a just you two couples trip is a little bit easier to plan.
Now,
than
it might also
friends.
depend on how far you are in the relationship too, because it might be your first time
Yes.
traveling together.
Yes, that's always kind of awkward at the beginning, like especially if y'all are new in a brand new relationship.
Mhm.
You don't live together, like none of the big
Right.
milestones. We've talked about milestones. Go watch those episodes too. None of the big milestones have happened just yet, right? That it can be very awkward
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
beginning. It's like,
True.
has he seen you with no makeup on? Just kidding.
Ugh. No.
It's even little things like that. Like, you just hopped out the shower. Like
Mhm.
your
Has
routine
he
in the
seen my night
morning.
routine?
Yeah,
Does he know I sleep in a muumuu?
right. Do you snore? You know what I mean? Like those kinds of things, like for sure.
How does he act around people and in a new environment that he has no control over?
Mhm.
Like how does that planning process go? Does he like taking pictures in a new setting?
You were going to say something, Shar?
No, I was just saying, like, when you're especially still getting to know each other, I think it's like, okay, like you may want to go do something. It's like, does he like this? Like,
Mhm.
are we gonna vibe in this space? Are we not? So maybe they want to do something you don't want to do. So I
Yeah.
think it's good though, because I think you learn a lot
Yes.
about each other in that time.
Yes.
Things like that. Especially like you said, if you haven't done the milestones, you don't live together, you don't do, your day-to-days aren't super intertwined. I think like vacations are a great way, because I think that's one of the things I've always say, like in a relationship, to know somebody, like you have to know them, the finance side, the vacation side, like there's so many different sides of people. So I feel like you pick
Right.
that very early. Go on a vacation.
So here's my question for you guys and for everyone watching. New relationship, you don't live together, You know, you haven't hit the milestones. You go on vacation together. It's just not working out. You're experiencing what Victoria's experiencing, right? A non-relaxing experience, right? When you come back, is it possible that this relationship ain't gonna work out?
Correct.
Yes,
Both of you are like, mhm.
Correct.
definitely.
If you're going to travel with your partner for the first time, let it be a close one. Because if it is so bad that you need to quickly get away, don't let it be an Uber drive or a Greyhound affordable.
Bus, yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about that because think about it. Like, let's say you go out the country.
Yeah, no, I would never do that.
I would
You're stuck
never
with
go out of the
them.
country as a first time.
Mm-mm.
What if he like? What if you met like, you know, your future sugar daddy, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna
Sugar
fly
daddy,
you to
I might look the other
Italy."
way.
Sugar daddy is different.
Look the other way.
He might have an opinion.
You know, I'm gonna take you out the country, and then you go, and it's whack.
Yeah. I can't do an
I'm
out of the
leaving with
country.
everything I came for, and then
And
I'm gonna
that's it.
when I get back. That's it.
And that's it. Real quick, Fuzzy Bunny asked us a good question in the chat. He said, now, what do we do about picky eaters and non-adventurous diners in a memorable place with unique cuisine?
Okay, picky eater.
I'm very so vacations and foods are kind of like hand in hand for me. Like I don't want to go somewhere I'm not going to eat the food and I'm not going to enjoy. It's simple. If the food is trash on a vacation or I go somewhere where I really don't want to eat, like I always say, like one day I may want to visit Asia and like no shade, but I'm gonna only eat rice. I'm just telling y'all now. That's it. I'm gonna eat rice the whole trip. That's just what it is. I don't even really eat Chinese food here, so like, not gonna venture off and do something like that. But like, yeah, do I want to see the world? Of course. But like, just know, y'all want to go to dinner. As long as they got rice, I'm in for it. If they don't, then we're going to eat. Like, yeah.
I will say I am open to trying new things that I've never tried before. I will give something at least a shot, right? But know thyself. I don't like seafood. I just don't like seafood. I don't like the texture. I don't like the smell. I just don't fuck with it. Okay. So if part of this unique cuisine involves seafood or anything raw or squishy or squirmy or
alive,
thank you, I'm out. But if they got some chicken, I'm good. Everybody's got some chicken, some form of chicken.
Yeah. A trip to New Orleans, and I'm like, I just want seafood, and she's like, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'll make sure everybody has every place.
As long as they have some chicken, I'm good.
I think the good thing about most places around the world is that they understand that there are some picky eaters, and they have like that subset of a kid's menu of here is that side of rice, here is those chicken nuggets in this authentic
chicken
restaurant. It may look like a weird chicken nugget, but here's a chicken nugget. Here's my best version of a chicken nugget.
Yeah.
But if you're not paying for it, let them eat their damn chicken nuggets.
Yes.
If they want to eat at a different restaurant, let them go eat at a different restaurant. Let them venture off on their own McDonald's. If you traveled halfway around the world and they still want to eat at a Taco Bell, by all means, let them do it.
What's it going to do to you?
Yeah, by all means, let them.
You go have the weird shit. Have fun.
Be adventurous. Boo.
That's when we're going to separate. No,
one time where it was a birthday trip for somebody, we went to a dinner, and I was, you know, like, of course you want to be a part of the experience, right? It was like, I think we were at what's that place, Emerald's. So you know, it's like we're gonna bring this course and that course and this course, and it's like great, and you spend all this money on this dinner that at the end you're like, but a bitch is still hungry. So what do we do now?
Yes, that's another thing.
I don't want to go somewhere and eat bird food. Like I just don't. So like that was a lesson learned. Never again.
Fine dining is not for me. I'll just say
it's
that.
not for me. So like if we want to go do that, have fun. You can find me at a buffet.
And on top of that, you probably spent like $200 on
No, seriously, we did. It
this.
was like $200, and it was like, oh, the wine, because that was the thing. Like, oh, we're gonna upgrade to the wine. Okay, fine, cool. And like literally bird plate after bird plate, like a piece of lettuce and a piece of something on it, and bird plate. And I'm like, I am fucking starving. Where's the next margarita bill so I can get some nachos in a bucket because I'm hungry.
Nachos in a bucket.
Yes.
I have to call out Victoria's comment because I literally pointed to the side when I saw it because I was like, that part. I
Mhm.
don't mind people not being adventurous, but I mind if you're whiny.
Yes, don't ruin the experience for everyone else.
Thank you. I will say that I traveled with a vegan before. So that was difficult. I mean, I'll just say she turned into a pescatarian before we left the trip. So shout out to Ashley. But yes, she was vegan when we took our girls trip, and we were at a resort. I mean, there was other options, but like what the restaurant that we had gone to like did not have anything that was like vegan friendly. And so she was like, "Well, I guess I'm doing fish
Now's the
now."
time to try it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she turned
Yeah.
pescatarian.
I will say,
But I think it's important you know where you're going because
Yeah.
a lot of
yeah,
cultures don't participate, like,
right.
but then I also feel like on a resort, you're gonna have different types of people coming in, so you should have
Yeah,
those
you should
options.
have those options. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you want to be a part of the culture and experience the culture, then you kind of gotta.
Yeah, the girls that I travel with, they are both vegetarian.
Mm.
So when we travel, the three of us together, most places that we have traveled to, it's easier to accommodate all three of us or to identify all three of us as vegetarian. So I have tried to kind of accommodate to their diet. Now I
You're
will say
really
on the side, like,
nice.
y'all got any meat over here? Y'all got some pork or something that y'all can put on the side? Like, I'll
Yeah.
try to ask every now and then, but yeah, it's easier for me to accommodate to their diet around. And you know what? Most of the places that we've traveled, it's less what is it called when here it's heavy not productive, like what is it, like
Processed.
processed, there you go.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
like it's overly processed here and all that, so overseas and all that, typically the food, I haven't had a problem with the vegetarian options in the other countries, not too bad. I do eat my vegetables when I'm forced to, and there are limited options.
She's not a veggies girl at
I
all.
don't like
You're
eating my
very
vegetables.
Like I said, food
You're
and
very
vacation
nice.
go hand in hand, and if the food isn't great, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
My vacation is a torture.
I do lose a little bit of weight when I travel.
I get hangry, so we have to be careful with that.
Yes.
But I do things to prepare. Like I'll get up earlier than everybody else and go eat something if I know we're not going to eat for a while.
Oh,
Like
that's smart.
because I get hangry and I'm trying to save the world from my hanger.
I tend to travel with snacks.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
Keep
I
snacks.
Well-
I buy hella shit in the airport, like, and all this is gonna stay in here. So when I get home later, I got something to snack on.
Yeah. Fuzzy Bunny was talking about kind of the cultures thing. He said that's why India isn't on my radar. No beef per the religions. Same with the Middle East and pork. You telling me no bacon?
No bacon? No bacon, no Bianca. I'm not
No
going.
bacon, no Bianca. See, know thyself though, right? Know
Yeah.
thyself. So we've talked about the food. We talked about individual couples trip, like
Yeah.
you and your spouse. But what about a group couples trip?
I don't know how I feel about that.
I've
'Cause
never done that before.
I've never done it. I would hesitate on it because then couple problems start coming up.
Yes.
Part of
Yes.
me, a toxic part of me is curious, what are y'all issues? But I don't wanna be dragged into it because I don't know. I wanna know about it. I just wanna be a part of it.
Just like I just want to watch it.
I just wanna watch it.
But I don't want it to drag into the trip. Like now you're
Right.
mad
I don't
and
wanna affect
she's
my trip.
mad and I mean,
Yeah.
I guess me and my husband took a couples trip to Vegas, but there was like one person that was like not in a couple.
Mm.
So him and I kind of took it upon ourselves to like hang with her. Like, come on, you can hang with us. And she did everything.
Oh, you third wheeled her. I don't like that.
Well, what she was going to either be a third wheel or a fifth wheel or a seventh
Maybe
wheel.
she can go find a second wheel.
Oh, I mean, no, she was not.
Y'all just cock blocking her. She's in
not the type.
Vegas.
Oh no, I would have wingmaned her real quick. But no, she's not the type to go.
Sharice, what do you think? Would you go on a couples trip with other couples?
That was something like I always envisioned myself doing. It was like, oh, cute couples retreats every 2 years and something.
She's like, I gotta have the couple first.
Yeah, and I don't care for it at all right now. So, nah. Okay.
I'm just trying to do a couples date night, and let's see how that goes before we start traveling.
Yes, and make sure everybody gets drunk on that date night as a test. I would still do a couples trip as long as it's certain couples, not any couple.
Yeah.
So just like the friends trip, like know who you're going with.
Right.
Same applies for a couples trip. Now, Bianca did briefly mention this a second ago, but what about traveling with kids? Bum, bum, bum. Because that's what I'm doing next week.
Leave them at home, Teresa.
I can't.
I'm afraid
I can't. Yeah. Traveling with kids is always interesting, especially if it's their first time traveling, because you don't know how they're going to be. And then the ages of the kids matters too. And then to Bianca's point earlier, when we talked about the individual couples trip, it costs more money because now you got more mouths to feed and things
more
like
seats
that.
to fill,
more flights,
more beds
everything,
to
more
consider.
Yeah, more everything.
I've only done 2 family trips, like me and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, they both went a lot better than I thought that they would.
That's good.
I just don't know if that would be the case now that they're the ages that they're at. I could see it being a total disaster. Like, they fight too much. They fight like a married couple now. So it's like putting them on a plane together, I wouldn't dare. A car ride from work to home is enough. Like, literally, when I get in the car, I'm like, really? We're playing the silent game all the way home. Like, I'm not on a plane. So, yeah, I think when they were younger, it was easier. Again, I thought it would be a lot stressful because I'm like, oh my God, 2 kids, me by myself, like, this is a lot. But they were both did really well. One we drove, one we flew. We went to Texas, and one we drove to LA to go to Disneyland. And they did really, really well. But that was also 2 years ago we did that last trip. So a lot has changed in 2 years. Yeah. So I don't know if I'd do it again.
I will say all of my kids, I'm knocking on wood because I'm going to be on a plane next week. All of my kids have been great flyers. Like, when it comes to the plane rides, I haven't had any issues with any of my kids. My oldest was actually extra spoiled because he did a lot of solo traveling on the plane since I co-parent with someone in California. So when we started traveling with him, he would like try to fucking push the button all the time to get water and things. Like, people weren't even seated yet, and he's like reaching for the button. I'm like, if you don't fucking stop and wait for them to bring you a drink, like, but like, other than that, my kids have been great flyers. For me, and again, I love my children. It's not a vacation. It's not a vacation because I'm going to do things to accommodate them and entertain them and make sure they're
trying to
fun.
constantly keep them distracted.
Correct. So that I don't have to hear no shit, right?
There's a difference between a trip and a vacation.
Yes. It's a family trip. It is a vacation when it's me without the children. Yes. But like relaxing, no, that's not going to happen. Yeah. And then B, you don't have kids.
Nope.
Would you ever take a trip with someone that has children?
Ooh. I'm gonna say this with love in my heart. Hell no.
Yeah,
Because
that's fair.
because I don't want to take care of someone else's kids. Because it's not that it's not that I know that they would force me to or anything. I would just feel obligated. I feel like I would, you know, just feel the need. Like I want to take care of them. Like if they're walking, hold my hand, girl. Like we're gonna cross the street, hold my hand. It's just gonna come naturally, instinctively to take care of them. So again, it's not a vacation anymore if I have to keep in mind a child. I maybe can't curse as much as I can around a child. I maybe cannot
Depending on
do
the
the
children.
thing.
Yeah.
Depending on the children.
Yeah.
Y'all know who
Or
I
really
was when
depending
y'all
on the
invited
parents.
me. Y'all know who I was when y'all invited me on this trip.
Exactly. Yeah.
Y'all know what aunt I was. But and then also like how are we splitting these costs? Am I paying for my own room? Are we sharing a room? How much
Mhm.
if we're sharing like an Airbnb house or something like that, how are we splitting the costs? Are we going 50-50? Am I splitting like 50% of this Airbnb with you, your spouse, and your 2 kids?
Right.
Or are we going to factor in the kids? Or how are we going to do this? Because
Mhm.
now it's more people against one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
just takes more factors into this and it complicates things a lot more.
Yeah. And when you have someone with you that doesn't have kids, that person is having to compromise their trip a lot just to accommodate the children.
Mhm.
So, yeah. As a parent, I would not advise you, people who don't have kids, to take trips with people that have kids. Just saying.
No,
Just trying to look out for y'all.
we're almost at the top of the hour, but I do want to pose a question of a scenario that I've been in multiple times, but I kind of want y'all's take as far as splitting a hotel room or an Airbnb cost. So, if there are 2 rooms and a pull-out couch, a person who is sleeping on the pull-out couch, should they pay or how much should they pay in contribution to the room cost?
I think that depends. That depends on like the rooms. I don't think it's fair for someone who's going to sleep on the pull-out couch to pay the same exact amount if they're not going to have like the privacy that someone in a bedroom is going to have. But even with that said though, I'm also the type of person, I'm about to contradict myself. I'm also the type of person that paying equally, I wouldn't mind being the one that slept on the pull-out couch, if that makes sense. I'm not going to be the one that's going to be like, well, I paid an equal amount, so I need to get a room. You know what I mean? Like, so again, know who you're traveling with.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. What about you, B?
I've always been one where I've split the cost evenly,
Mhm.
but I've always been the one to sleep on the couch because I didn't have the spouse or partner to take up a room. And those couches are uncomfortable and I don't
Yeah,
have
they
the
are.
privacy and I don't have the luxury of like the, the full-on blankets and whatever of everything else. So did it cost a third or whatever? No.
Mm-mm.
So in my eyes, it's not fair, but I wouldn't know what would be.
Right. But that, again, that's a conversation to have when you're planning it. So plan with people that are like-minded.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know we're at the top of the hour. Instagram, if you guys get cut off, I do apologize, but I do want to do a quick lightning round with you guys.
Ooh, okay.
Kind of like a this or that. Okay, ready? Cruise or resort?
Resort.
Resort,
Resort. Yeah. Beach or mountains?
mountains,
Beach. Airbnb or hotel?
Depends on the
Hotel.
situation.
So for me, if I'm going to a resort, hotel, because that's the resort. Other than that, Airbnb for me.
No, the only reason why I hesitate on Airbnb is because the rules to clean up and do all that shit after. I'm like, just have the hotel. You gotta have it's all the hidden fees, and then they have you clean up and everything after. Just have the hotel do it. Wash your own
Hotel
damn
do it.
sheets. I'm not doing it.
Touche. Road trip or fly?
I like
Fly.
both. fly.
For me, a road trip is the trip. I would do the road trip if that's the plan, right? Let's do a road trip. If I'm going to a destination, fly me there because I want to spend as much time there as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do enjoy a road trip. I do enjoy driving. So it's like,
I feel like if it's close, road trip,
yeah.
you get the experience of road tripping.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mhm.
just depends.
Okay. Travel internationally or stay in the US?
Internationally.
International, baby. Packed itinerary or wing it?
Wing it.
Itinerary.
Wing it. Souvenirs or photos?
Photos.
Photos.
Photos. Sleep in or early adventures?
Depends on the place. Because if it's gonna get hot, let's get this shit over with. Yeah. Mm-mm. So
Early
yeah,
adventures.
yeah.
I need breakfast, so early adventures for me.
Yeah.
We'll call your way.
Yeah.
I could sleep in
That's
that
why
home.
But that's why I said I'll wake up early if other people don't like to do that shit. Pool or ocean?
Ooh, ocean.
Ocean, even though it scares me.
Pool to get in. To relax, to lay on the beach, ocean for sure. But to be in the water, put me in the pool. I would rather be safe.
The ocean is very scary.
Yeah. Tourist attractions or hidden gems?
Hidden gems.
Hidden gems.
It depends where we are for me.
I love you.
If I,
I see what you mean.
yeah,
Because in my bucket list are all of like tourist attractions.
Yeah, if it's somewhere that's like a lot of tourists are there and it's just kind of common, then yeah, we'll go look at some hidden gems from there.
Yeah. If I find a hidden gem, that's great.
Right. But if I'm like at a place where, shit's a little iffy, yeah, tourist attractions all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. Yay. The end. All right. Well, we are at the top of the hour. Before we go, I definitely have to say thank you to everyone who watched us live on our socials, which Bianca is going to give to you guys right now.
All right.
Where can they find us?
If you have not already, then you can like, follow, and subscribe to us on our social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at It's No Secret Podcast. You can follow us on our X account at It's No Secret Pod. And we also have, I feel like I'm missing one. TikTok, yes, at It's No Secret Podcast. Wait, no. What do we have? It's No Secret Podcast Live.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's so
we are
many.
doing our following on there. Yes, we have so many socials account.
Yes.
If you can't join us for our live stream every Wednesday, then you can definitely listen to us every Sunday on Apple and Spotify. And if you want to rewatch our live stream, then you can do that on our YouTube channel.
Yes, you can.
And until next Wednesday, remember, it's no secret.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Hopefully I make it. Bye.
Bye.